Hi, this is Natasha with 1407 Planners, and I am going to do a series on Planning 101, I guess we'll call it. We get asked some questions a lot, and people want to see a video about it. So the first question is getting started with a TN. There are many ways to get started. I'm going to just tell you what I think is probably the easiest and hopefully most cost effective. The first thing you want to do is pick your size. That is everyone's own preference. I am showing you B6 today because that is the hot size now and has been for a little while, and that is a 5x7. So it is a nice size that's big enough to write a lot, but maybe not overly cumbersome to throw in your purse. My recommendation is to go and print out a size template. We have one on our website, which we'll link below, and you can print that out and maybe even cut it out and just maybe get a feel for what size you want. After you pick your size, from there it's which cover, which inserts. Those are pretty much your basics. Anything other than that, you know, can be fun add-ons later, but what you really need is your inserts and a cover. The cover I'm showing you today is one of our try your size covers. The reason we call them a try your size cover is because they're $8.95, and so they're inexpensive enough where if you don't love the size, it's not, you know, you didn't spend a lot of money on a cover. So I know a lot of people that do use these throw them in their purse, but you know, obviously a lot of people then upgrade later. It's very thin, but it's also very durable. We do have a video on how to put these together because they do come with the elastic knot on them. I'll link that video below too if you need to know how to put one of these together. This is in our rose gold marble series. We kind of change patterns every now and then. So that's this one, and this particular cover I can put up to 4 inserts in, and with jump bands. So you've got your TN comes with elastics, and then now this, like it is, would hold 2 inserts. So you would just slip your 2 inserts in like so. And you could have 2 inserts in a cover, and you can see it fits. You could wrap your elastic around. However, if you want more, this one can hold up to 4 without anything else decorative, really. And I will show you how to do that, which we do have a longer version of using jump bands. And I'm also going to show you which 4 inserts I would recommend starting with and why, as far as just starting with a TN. So I am going to put the 4 in here, and then we'll go over those. So your jump bands, you just put a rubber band in the center fold of each book. Like I said, I have a longer video if you need to see it on using jump bands. So I'm not going to go over that in too much detail right now. And then let's see. So based on personally what I use and based on what we watch people order, I will go through the inserts I would recommend to start. So now I've got 4 in there. You can see they still fit. Elastic on, and you're still good to go. So I got four in here without them sticking out. Now, the first one I personally, again, recommend, and with what I watch on sales trends, is a dated. You could do undated. The reason I personally like dated in monthly is because I can, okay, we're in July now, which when this video you're watching it may not be in July. I can skip ahead when I'm making my hair appointments or whatnot. I do know that I personally do not typically decorate my monthly, except for sometimes I'll put something pretty on it, but I don't worry about how this looks, meaning that when I go and I'm at my hair appointment and I'm counting my 6 weeks or whatever and I write it in, I literally stand there in the salon and write in hair and or you know, the vet appointments. This is kind of my master, meaning that I use this then to plan my week in a more thorough fashion. So I always go with a monthly, and I'm going to actually do another video after this one that will be using this, and I'll actually go through and write stuff in and show you. So, but for now, an overview of why I picked this insert is that it is kind of gives you a master baseline of and lets you work months in advance. Okay, the next insert is picking a weekly. Now, I picked this weekly because this is one that people love. This is honestly not the one I use personally. I do like it. It has lots of great features. Again, I'll do a planning in my next video, but if this isn't the weekly for you, that's okay. We do have lots of different options for weeklies, but the overall needing a weekly, it's because then I can take and I can go, okay, this is my this is my week, Monday, and I take anything that's written here and I apply it here. That way I just lay this open at the beginning of every day. I kind of open my planner every morning and just go, what do I have to do? So I'm able to use a weekly and mark things off a little more than just using a monthly. I use this as a master, transfer everything to a weekly. The next insert, again, I'm just giving you the top 4 that I think are kind of you know, a great way to start without feeling overwhelmed. This would be a meal and grocery. So over here, you just plan your meals for the week, and then over here, you off of the meals, it's right here. I know this is the way. My husband and I have done meal planning for years and years and years. We've always had, we've taken a piece of paper, drawn a line down the middle before, you know. Now it's kind of nice because when I use this, we can go back and remember our meals and get ideas when we're stumped. Like, oh, what did we have before? And use it. So we like this. And we can honestly, another thing we do with ours is we're able to track how often we have to buy certain things like household supplies, toilet paper. And the only reason I like to look back on that is because then sometimes if they're having a good sale, it's like, let's stock up. So anyway, overall though, you know, plan your meals, and we use it just for dinners personally, but you could, I think there's plenty of room in a B6 especially to do, if you wanted to do more than just dinner, and then your grocery list. So that is another very good, easy starter insert that's not going to be too crazy. The last insert is some sort of bill pay. The reason I say this is because I absolutely could not live without it. There's 2 versions. There's a bill pay version, which is just bills down both pages, and then this is the budget version. So it depends on how you personally want to pay bills, but we only in our shop have 2 versions. So this at the beginning of the month, I write my month here, and then I don't typically use this part of it, but it is nice to go, okay, I did put money into my savings, I paid off a debt, and then over here, my bills, when they're due, the amount, and then expenses. I don't use expenses for everything. I don't go, okay, well, we went to the grocery. I mean, there's only so many lines here. This is more for, oh, we had to take the car into the shop, or, oh, yeah, we had to buy a birthday gift. Expenses we don't have on a monthly basis because we know that we have to go to the grocery store. We know we have things like that. These are just the unusual things. Again, it's great to look back and go, oh, okay, especially if you decide to change up your spending habits, you can look back and go, oh, that was necessary. We had to take the car in, but, you know, buying that X purchase wasn't necessary. So, but again, we do have another version where it is just bills on both sides, strictly bills, no budget type thing. So that is what I would use to start. I know, like I said, I know that it's a pretty popular question of what inserts, because, and especially in our shop, we have so many now. I think we have over 100. We have over 100. I don't know how many. And you know, it can be feel like it can be overwhelming of what do you need. And then there's, of course, you know, you can search our site versus, you know, if you want something, you know, home, business, because there's mileage trackers, you know, there's all kinds of different things where you can really get into more expanded planning. But this is a great basis to start. And then from here, you're able to go, ooh, I liked that, I didn't like that, and kind of see from there. Another great insert that we have in our shop is the sampler. It doesn't have every layout we have, but it has a lot of pages of different layouts where you can test them before you commit. So again, this is 4 inserts. It's in one of our try your size covers, and it gives you a great starting point without feeling too overwhelmed. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for our next one where we will actually do planning without decoration, just to show you how to get started. Thank you very much.